One of the most pristine settings in all of sports. In the shadows of the San Gabriels, the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, it will come alive when the powder blue-clad fans start the 8-clap and UCLA, ready to roll. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 12th-ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the give off the left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quick strike complete.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, first down. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on 3rd? Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Using the quick game.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. Now on second down after the incompletion. Inside the 25. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, and just push the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, man on man. It was brutal up front.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
He'll pitch it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on third down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Auburn 7, UCLA 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Got his man.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside. He saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had to win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
Complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like,
snags it at the 30 and still running. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's going to take off. And they swarm him under.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Across the 45. Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bruin. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They're trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Handoff to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
They go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Right down the middle. Finds space on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll try to do it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for the end zone. And he intercepts it. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. in the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to take a shot. Snags it on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is picked off. Bringing it back. The tag. Touchdown, Bruins. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many junk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit deep.
And they got him for the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, UCLA 28, Auburn 21.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Motion, trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback on the keeper.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Ready to go back to work on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And the pummeling has started. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Finds a crease at the 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. Bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Offense gets set for second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, the